Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Keyblade Master and welcome to my channel. It's time for my usual weekly roundup of virtual console games and classic games. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this on Monday instead of Friday, well, I didn't see any classic games that are really worth picking up this week. I'm sorry, I'm just not a huge Kirby fan. I've only played one out of the three games that are up, and my recommendations towards these games are kind of the usual when it comes to Kirby. They're sort of fun, sort of light, sort of breezy platforming games, but they don't last a really long time. I've only played one out of three of those games, and I beat it with a rental, and that's Kirby 64. It's not a bad game. I remember being able to do some pretty cool stuff, like you can combine power-ups in this one and like create things like Darth Maul's lightsaber sword from Star Wars. So there's some really cool aspects to it, but again, it's a fairly short game, and I'm going to assume that's probably the truth in all three of them. So I'm not exactly excited for Kirby, I'm sorry. I have a few Kirby games that I do need to review. They're not bad games, they are fun. I have Kirby's Adventure, it's a fun game, but they're just not spectacularly great that I'm going to get super excited for them. I'm sorry. And again, I didn't see any sales this week on games that I can really recommend either. So that's why I've kind of put this off till Monday. I had a Tales editorial that I wanted to post on Friday and leave it up during the weekend to give it time to breathe. Now that that's up, I'll talk about, like I said, what's classic, and there's just not much out of here to talk about in this episode. That said, tomorrow I do believe Rare Replay comes out on the Xbox One, and if you have an Xbox One, you definitely should be interested in this one. Several classic Rare games for $30. We're talking about Battletoads, we're talking about Banjo-Kazooie, we're talking about Perfect Dark, and several other classic Rare games that should really make this collection worth the price. That said, it does have a few crappy modern Rare games on it too, including the likes of Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts. But overall, this looks like it's going to be a really solid package, and I can't wait to play it. So anyways, that's it for the Classic Collection and sales this week. I'm sorry there's not much to talk about. This is Tommy the Keyblade Master signing out.